sort of dance because like you have that feeling inside you where you just have to let it out. Like you use all your emotions in dance, like all your anger, just let it out. Like it's all flowing. You're just used to it after a while. Like, it's hard at first, but when you actually progress, it's easier. So yeah, I like dancing because it's fun, entertaining, and a lot of competitions build up your stamina, build up your confidence a lot. Well, the best thing about dance for me is the break dancing, because I like doing all the flips and tricks, but I can't really proper flip off the walls and all the spin on your head. I can't do all that, but I like doing all the rest of it. Yeah, I say the worst thing is having to practice, because you have to keep on doing it over and over and over. It's irritating, but after when you forget about it, it'll just come back to you naturally. So you don't have to do it all over again. You can just start from where you left off and just add a new bit onto it. Well, the person who started me off was Michael Jackson with his little moonwalk.
Can you moonwalk?
No, I can't moonwalk.
Why do I do spoken word or poetry? Why do I describe it as reading when I make it up off the top of my head most of the time? I don't. I cheat. I like to talk. I have all these thoughts in my head. They are always bubbling. I am sensitive and passionate about everything. I love a good argument. When I was a kid, it was a real struggle to be seen instead of typed. And as an adult, it's just become a war. And so the ability to, I don't know, go up against the challenge of no one comes because they want to know you. No one cares about your feelings. You're not famous. But in those moments where they are forced to be silent and to just drink in what you've got, in the worst of it, you'll get like an echo back. You'll see something in yourself, a transformation. And at the best of it, they see that transformation in themselves. And there's something validating and galvanizing and grounding about knowing that's what's in you means something. By like nature, like string theory, pain does have an echo in other people. Joy has an echo in other people. The ability to hear the poem in my head seconds before it comes out of my mouth, before their reaction, I'm reacting, and sometimes I discover, like I said before, sometimes I discover things about myself that I didn't know before. And I get off stage whole, and I don't really need people to clap. But it does mean something that as you're becoming whole, there's a witness. And you get to witness other people transformed by the things you do. If you want to embark on the path of a poet, experience, and don't do this hippy-dippy fucking bullshit. Narcissistic. Meet people, talk to people, write about experience of not being able to meet people and talk to people, get on stage, fall down a lot. Do funny stuff when you're in pain, do painful stuff when you're happy, learn to like move around your own emotions, and then just go to open mics. If you have friends, which some poets do, if you have friends, then get them together and listen and talk, and you just build from there. Also, if you're between the ages of 14 and 25, there's loads of programs now, hopefully still. I know that the economics is changing with the politics, that are looking for young people and can expose you. Go to youth groups, libraries. Don't just download or watch people's clips. Go to places where you have to experience the knowledge and the function you're on. So go to libraries, write in a library. It's like writing in a church of knowledge. No one goes to libraries anymore, so they're very quiet. Pick titles, challenge yourself, but also relax. You're forming who you are, your own voice. Poetry's like life. You're born, you get out, you move around, you meet people, you change things. You either enjoy it, you don't. And that's the advice.
It's mainly something I just saw in the community, and I just wanted to work in the community, and I just thought I need to do something, so why not try this, you know? And then as I started to do it more and more, I started to see certain people that I really liked, and I really liked how they did it. I liked how they faded, and like people like, there's a guy called Slider, I knew him through a friend, and he cut hair down here in London, and he really inspired me just to keep going, just to keep pushing, and see it as not just a trade but as a business also. And there were other barbers online that I used to watch, like Chris Bossio, Al's Millions. There's a few guys that they were just doing their thing, and it really inspired me. You meet a lot of different kinds of people, and you hear so many different stories. I think it teaches you a lot about people in general. Like, it's a big thing for someone to trust you with their hair, and once they get in that zone where they keep coming back, keep trusting you start to develop a relationship. And I find that the number one thing, because that's why I got into barbering. I wanted to get to know people in my community. When you get the really, like, I guess picky customers that I guess every second they're just watching, they're watching every little detail that you do, and it's like they don't just wait for the haircut to be done sometimes they have to chip in a lot. It's like, it's alright when it's like a little bit and they're telling you how to do it, but it's like sometimes there's some that they really don't have faith that you're going to cut it well, so they're chipping every second. That's the most important one. Sometimes you can't start off with like big guys, you know, but you can always start off with family or friends if they allow you. So that's the way to do it. Start with who you can start with, and then progress when you get better.
So yeah, my name's Nathan Batten. I do street art. I've been doing street art for the past 8-9 years, since 2009. And what I do is I look for old walls, empty spaces around London, occasionally abroad. And these old walls and spaces, you know, I give love to. So like, you may see like an old hoarding with like tags and graffiti and fly posters on it. So what I do is I give that wall an artistic reincarnation, and I call it afterlives. So, you know, giving that wall a new afterlife, reincarnating to a bit of street art, and that's what I'm about. Always travelling around town, buses, on my bike, and I'm always seeing walls everywhere. And you know, I want these walls, no one's really done anything on them, so I want to put my positive energy on that wall, transform that wall. So instead of people going to work seeing the same old wall, you know, with my artwork on it, with my imagination on it, you know, it changes that inspires people. So, you know, I'm about just doing street art because I like the feeling I get from it, and the feeling I get from it is it's just a natural energy, you know, it's an energy that, you know, I'm playing my music, I'm painting, you know, it feels like it's a moment where I'm like, you know, I'm part of the universe. I feel like, you know, I feel human, and I like painting outdoors. I like painting at home as well. I like to try different styles. Instead of always like painting one same medium, like paper or canvas, I like to paint like metal. This is some cardboard. So with this piece, I'm just going to add the frame to it as well. So yeah, just trying out different ideas. So you get people that will vandal your work, so your artwork's vulnerable. That's a true fact. Don't like that fact, but it's how it is. You know, you do a piece of artwork on the wall, it's gone. Sorry, it's there, and the next day it could be gone. It could be gone by someone else paying over it, like the officials. It could be like, yeah, vandaled by another graffiti artist, and that's annoying because these guys, you know, we're all in the same board game. You know, I find a nice wall, I got there first. People need to have respect, say like, alright, that artist got there first, good, fair enough to him. So, you know, you've got to kind of have that respect where someone's hit a wall, you leave them. So this with street art, you get a lot of negatives, as in, yeah, these guys want to come and take you out, they ain't feeling what you're doing. Also, you know, you can get in trouble by doing street art, trouble by police. Sometimes it's good to get permission as well, so you don't have to worry about being, you know, the building site owner coming at you, getting yourself into trouble. So yeah, there's a lot of, you know, bad times, but I guess there's more good times with the street art than bad times. So the good times always outweigh bad times. But apart from that, everything's alright. Materials are quite expensive, but that's just part of the game, isn't it?
First of all, it's like it chose me, not the other way around, which is why I do what I do. And I teach singing because I love it, and I love to see young people doing something that they love, and music is magic. It touches everybody, in any language, any religion, any race. So that's the reason why I do what I do, so I can bring positive and uplifting music and messages to the people. The best thing about doing what I do is knowing that I'm living my dream. I've been told, especially from someone from university that I went to with at uni, that I'm the only person out of everybody on our course that actually followed their dream and is doing what we studied to do and what we always dreamt we would do when we were younger and idealistic. So it's really nice to know that I'm still chasing the dream and living the dream at the same time. The worst thing, I think, might be the naysayers, the doubters. And it sounds really quite cliched to say that, but it is really, really disheartening when people ask you what you do and you say you're a singer and they're like, well, are you good? And they put you on the spot. If you say no, then they won't ever check out your music or come to hear you sing or come to hear you perform. But if you say yes, they think that you're really conceited and they probably won't come and hear you sing. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in that respect, but it still helps you grow, it helps you learn, and it does help you, if you are confident enough, to remain confident and basically just continue to believe in yourself. That's something that's quite difficult as well. So if you don't believe in you and your music, nobody else will. You have to convince the public that your product is unique and that it's amazing and that it's one of those forever type songs or albums or projects that you've been working on. So you have to have a lot of self-belief, and the downside of being a vocalist or musician is definitely the doubters and very, very bad gigs. Whenever gigs go badly, that can really, really knock your confidence. One of the last gigs I had was with Greg Blackman, and I opened for Greg, and the PA system wasn't working properly for the whole set. I didn't have any bass on my dub tune. I just about had a microphone. You could just about hear the backing tracks, and it must have been maybe one song before the end. Somebody just changed the lead and the sound was perfect. So it was perfect for his set and terrible for my set. So sometimes you just have to roll with it and not get disheartened. But those can be really, really bad things that can happen and completely turn somebody the other way, and they might give up music altogether. So you have to be a strong-willed kind of person.